Well, hello and welcome back. Today we have a Winnebago. It is a Micro Minni 2108 FBS. I'll just kind of show you the brandage here, just so you got a quick look-see at it. Asdel walls, of course. Do not have the solid steps. They have foregone those on these ones. However, it does have a solar charger and a huge pass-through. This is for the power stabilizers. Just zip those, they drop down. Slam baggage doors. There we go. Power tongue jack, of course, fiberglass front cap. And then I'm gonna kind of zip you around over here. If you guys want to, well, there's a battery disconnect, and of course the rest of the pass-through, which is huge. But if you want to add a secondary solar panel, you can. It's right there. It's already plumbed in. Just kind of give you a sticker shot right there. It's got one slide out. You can kind of see the solar panel peeking over the roof right there. It does have these really gnarly off-road tires. I don't know if you can see this, but you've got that nice tin rock guard, so to speak. So if you start getting rocks in these tires and start flinging them, you're not just shooting them at plastic. There's actually something of substance there. Goodyear Tires. Have to mention that. First time I've seen them anywhere other than a Jayco, so pretty cool. Outdoor shower, tank dumps, everything's really high, of course, for ground clearance. This one still has the roof ladder. And of course, those have been in high demand lately. Most of the campers have been coming in without them, even if they are standard. And you do get a full-size Goodyear tire as a spare. Doesn't have the cool rim, but hey, it does the job if the need would arise. Nice big awning. Pretty much goes from the front of the camper to the rear. Outdoor speakers. Again, nice big tires. I'll get you a shot down here. You kind of see the axles and whatnot. A lot of people like seeing that. Big grab handle to enter. And here we are. So your entryway is right there, of course. Screen door. Control panel is sitting right here, so pretty straightforward, everything you need. One thing I'm noticing on this particular one is there's not a separate button for a slide out power. So small little change. I never understood why they did it, but if I'm picking out things that I'm noticing different from 21 to 22, that would be it. Nice big pull curtain. Here's some storage on the sides. Got the hanging hooks up top. Power up here, and then there is a mile long storage shelf. Again, more hanging. I'm seeing power in the form of USB and 110 on this side of the bed. Let's slide this over a touch and see if we got anything here. I'm not seeing anything. We're pretty dry, so underneath the bed, plenty of storage. You could put probably as much storage under there as you can the rest of the whole camper, so it's fairly substantial. Zipping around, this is the kitchen area. Nice storage up top again, hidden hinges. You don't see any of that. You get them to a certain point and they kind of close for you. Flip up tabletop on the side. Big, huge full extension drawers. Little cubby down here for odds and ends, and this one, of course, is just a little holder. In here, you've got the sink covers and then more big storage. Again, more huge drawers, and then this right here would just be your fuse access panel, so to speak. There is no oven, but you do get a convection, so that is a nice little bonus feature. It's the way I would choose. And then you do have a covered 3-burner stove, of course, setting up like that. Plenty of space, plenty of room. This unit does have a traditional RV fridge, so it is not a 12 volt. It is a 110/propane, which will kind of do yourself some wonders if you're doing off-grid camping, which this is more or less designed for. Bathroom is enormous. I mean, look at that shower pan in a camper of this size. Full shower surround, a little bubble dome for your head. Nice shower curtain. And then of course the john is in an appropriate place, so you've got knee room, leg room, so to speak. And again, more storage, more hanging. Could be all wet with that bed comment, but looks like there's tons of storage in here. Little towel rack, of course. Under the sink storage, of course the sink is here. You do get a medicine cabinet up top with plenty of room. And then this is kind of nifty how they cut this table out for the sliding pocket door for the bathroom. I find that kind of intriguing. So just nifty little things. I suppose I did miss this. Plenty of storage here. There is a wireless phone charger there. The television is on a swing out bracket. Do get a digital control thermostat there. A little bit of storage in here, of course, the head unit. And now we're getting to the couch, and I deliberately left this till the end just because there's a little bit of explaining to do here. First off, I'll start with some storage behind the couch. Looks like my camera's having some issues trying to figure out which way up is. And then of course you do have the couch, which will pull into a bed. I think I can do this, and I'll put you down just so it's a little more seamless transaction. Otherwise I start doing it and things start falling and happening, and it's not quite as nice. So nice big bed. Not really a walkway to get back through the bathroom, because I know that is a question that I'm going to get. Television, of course, is still accessible. Everything's pretty straightforward. There's rollers down here. So that's kind of how that looks. Now, if I put you at a different angle over here, and I hope that'll work. Pull that up for you. And then transition, we do have some table pieces here, and if you bear with me, this has got a slot in it. Just kind of goes into here, and you slide it down, and then you've got this little turn piece that I imagine would fit onto here. And of course you can lock it into place, move it up, move it down, that kind of thing with those little thumb locks. And then again, I am going to set the camera down just so you guys can get a clear view of me putting this on. As the table also has this little post that would go into there. So now, as we're looking at it, this table swings and moves and cantilevers and does a little bit of everything. I mean, you could leave it like that if you wanted to. And of course you have locks to put it in any particular place you want, but I guess the moral of the story here, or the coolness, is with these table swings. I mean, you could leave it like that and drive down the road if you wanted to. You could never pull it off, or if you didn't want it in the way, never use it. It does fit in that back storage back here, so if you guys wanted to keep it tucked away, you can do that. Of course, you've got under the bed and a whole bunch of other options I'm sure I'm missing. Nice roof vent above the bed. There is these little turnable AC vents, open, close, that kind of thing. So I do like to point that out. This is a ducted air conditioning system. It is not just dumping on you. So you will have some options that way. The heat looks like it is just a quick dump, so is what it is. Most people use the AC more than the heat, but if you need to, it's all ready to rock and roll. As always, any questions, just let me know. Thanks.